The winners lose the free agency, man. I'm gonna give my spiel. I think the winner of free agency right now. I know everybody obviously gonna talk about Luca,
Right.
but I think the San Antonio trade, them getting De'Aaron Fox was a good trade.
Oh
Now I
yeah.
don't know if guys, a lot of people watched the Orlando Magic game on Saturday. You got to see them play in full form. You know that duo, and they look good, man. Wembley hit some timely buckets to keep the game good going in the fourth quarter. Chris Paul gonna be Chris Paul playing lights out defense. Competitive. It was a great game, man. And I think once they get gelling, San Antonio right now they in the play-in spot, but I think if they can get this thing going in the end of the season, San Antonio can surprise a lot of people, man. So I'm looking at them. I think they're going to be the biggest surprise in the Western Conference. Or another team that's going to be a big surprise too from the Eastern Conference, man, is I like what Toronto did, man. I think they went and got Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram's up there in Toronto now, I believe. Is it Brandon Ingram?
I don't
It's
even
no,
remember.
I'm lying. It's not Brandon Ingram. It's the Pelicans. They made some moves as well. Um, so that's another team that could possibly be sneaking up on some teams in the Western Conference. So those are my two teams that I think instantly that I think in the winners losers section when it comes to NBA that we got to watch out for.
Well, obviously when I look at long term down the line, man, you got to look at the Luka trade. That's the more popular trade or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I had mixed feelings about it, but when I'm looking at it short term and long term, I have difference of opinion. But it always a good thing when you can set your team up long term with a generational talent like Luka. You get what I'm saying? Even if you're not going to set the stage to win this year. So I gotta shed light on that, even though I kind of downplayed it last week, but just thinking about it, I kind of, like it a little, that much more. And obvious the trade with San Antonio, with De'Aaron Fox going to San Antonio. But one of the trades, man, and I think this is slept on, right? And I think that this trade is going to make them a contender in the East, and probably can possibly go all the way and win it all. And that's Cleveland. Man, Cleveland got DeAndre Hunter. You know, they established themselves. They got a wing out there, man. They got a dude that can shoot the three ball and can play defense. Like you can sort like you got a dude that's on your team that's going to be able to guard at least from the 1 to the 3. Like he'll be able to guard Tatum, be able to guard Brown, be able to guard Drew Holiday. You get what I'm saying? So, and also he can score. Like he's probably, I want to say maybe he's coming off one of his best seasons. He's having one of his best season in terms of scoring because he's averaging 19 points a game this season.
Hmm.
And like I say, man, I think that like with him going to Cleveland, man, he's going to make them a contender, man. He like it's going to be tough. They made it that much tougher for Boston. Now, don't get me wrong, experience trump a lot of things. But I think that by Cleveland bringing in DeAndre Hunter, man, that's going to make them that much more competitive, man. I think that might have been like one when you looking at terms of winning now this season. I think that was the best trade made before the trade deadline.
Another trade that just came to my head, honorable mention, dog. I forgot to even mention it. Just wow about me, and I think this could be a trade. This could be a potential Eastern Conference matchup. The Bucks trading Chris Middleton for Kyle Kuzma.
Um,
I thought that was a good trade only because you trade a guy that is damaged. I mean, Chris Middleton has not been the same player since the injury. So you get a guy like Kyle Kuzma, healthy, reliable, who's played in the playoffs, played in some play. He know about some big games, and you don't ask him to do a lot. You just
right,
ask him, hey, just hit them timely buckets, bro. I
right.
think that's a good move for them guys. I think that was a clear upgrade. Now, it's unfortunately Chris Middleton got traded to the Wizards, but they had to do what they had to do, man. They trying to make a playoff push, and
He got a ring, so hey, man, you know what I'm saying?
he got one, yeah,
Got a
man.
ring.
But yeah, I think that's a low key good trade as well, man. Chris Middleton. Kyle Kuzma trade. I think that could help the Bucks out as well.
Right.
So any send offs, man, before we go